Pebrero na naman, malapit na naman ang Valentine's Day. Kaya naman dahil buwan ng pag-ibig, naisip ko na mag-feature ng 2 libro patungkol sa pag-ibig. So para sa first book review ko for the month of February, napili ko ang isa sa mga kwento na napakasakit pero napakasarap din naman. Dahil sa librong The Fault in Our Stars, hindi ang pag-iibigan na naging sentro ng kwento, kundi ang isang malubhang sakit na patuloy na pumapatay sa maraming tao. Pero kung ikaw ang tatanungin ko, pag ikaw'y nalalapit na sa kamatayan, pipiliin mo pa rin ba magmahal? Pipiliin mo pa rin bang umasa, tumawa, at ipagdiwang bawat natitirang araw? Kahit alam mong masakit ang katapusan? Hi, I'm Tessa Saavedra, and welcome back to Ang Sarap Pala Magbasa. Hello guys! Welcome back to my show. Pasensya na po kung medyo mabigat ang intro. Pero let's be real. Hindi naman talaga palaging masayang pag-ibig eh. May mga pagkakataon ding masakit siya. Pero sabi nga nila, kaya tayo nasasaktan ay dahil nagmahal tayo ng totoo. Hindi ba totoo yun? Sino dyan na nakaka-relate? Comment down below. As usual, if you haven't already, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss out on my latest book review. And if you're listening over at Spotify, please follow my show, Ang Sarap Pala Magbasa, and help me build a community of bookworms. So to start the show, let's tell something about the author. John Green is an award-winning #1 international best-selling author. With his brother Hank, John is one half of the Vlogbrothers, or youtube.com/vlogbrothers. He is also co-author with David Levitan of Will Grayson. Will Grayson. He was the 2006 recipient of the Michael L. Printz Award, a 2009 Edgar Award winner, and has twice been finalist for the Los Angeles Times Book Prize. Green's books have been published in more than 55 languages and over 24 million copies are printed. So next up is the synopsis. Sa The Fault in Our Stars, makikilala natin si Hazel Grace Lancaster, isang 16 anyos na babae na may thyroid cancer na kumalat sa kanyang baga. Dahil dito, lagi siyang may oxygen tank at mahirap para sa kanya ang normal na buhay ng kabataan. Sa isang support group para sa mga batang may cancer, nakilala niya si Augustus Waters, isang dating basketball player na nawalan ng binti dahil sa osteosarcoma. Mabilis sila naging magkaibigan at kalaunan ay nagkaroon ng espesyal na koneksyon. Isang pagmamahala na puno ng tawa, talakayan tungkol sa buhay at hindi maiwasang takot sa kamatayan. So yung sinasabi natin ditong focus group ay para siyang Alcoholics Anonymous, para siyang group session na isa-isa kayong nagsishare ng sarili niyong karanasan doon sa sakit na nararamdaman ninyo. So syempre kapag nasa ganun kang environment, makakakilala ka talaga ng taong magiging malapit sa'yo kasi siguro madali para sa inyong dalawa yung makarelate sa isa't isa at for some reason meron kang makikilala doon na kapareho mo ng hilig, kapareho mo ng ugali. So, madali kayong naging click sa isa't isa. So, ganun yung nangyari kay Hazel at Augustus. Sa kabila ng sakit, pinili na lang magmahal, umasa, at ipagdiwang ang bawat sandali na magkasama. Sa huli, ipinakita ng kwento na ang buhay ay may hangganan. Pero ang pag-ibig at alaala ay walang limitasyon. Kahit masakit at puno ng pangamba, natutunan ni Hazel at Augustus na ang pagmamahalan ay worth it. At kahit sa gitna ng pagkawala, may pag-asa at kahulugan sa bawat huling sandali. So, the story actually reminded me of A Walk to Remember, yung kay Mandy Moore at Shane West. Tama ba ako? Pero in this case, yung parehong bida yung may cancer. So, next, for the trivia. Katulad ng A Walk to Remember, meron ding movie adaptation ng The Fault in Our Stars. So, nirelease to noong June 2014, at ito po ay directed by Josh Boone, pinroduce po ng Fox 2000 and Temple Hill. And it's starring Shailene Woodley, Ansel Elgort, and Nat Wolff. Fans of the book love the faithful adaptation, especially the chemistry between Shailene Woodley, who played Hazel, and Ansel Elgort, who played Augustus. The movie was praised for making audiences laugh, cry, and reflect on life and love, staying true to John Greenstone. So I personally haven't seen the movie adaptation yet, but it's good to hear that the audiences appreciated its faithful adaptation. Kasi diba most of the time kapag ginagawa ng movie adaptation yung mga novel, medyo naiiba ng konti yung kwento. Although nagsistick pa rin naman sila sa plot, pero syempre may mga dinadagdag sila na wala naman sa libro. And some fans of the book will not necessarily like that. So, it's good to hear na naging faithful yung adaptation ng pelikula dun sa libro. So, how about you? Have you seen this movie? I'd like to know what you think about it in the comment section. So, comment down below. So, dadako na po tayo sa ating favorite character. So, for me, ang favorite character ko ay si Augustus. Kasi for me, punong-puno siya ng pag-asa. Although, pwede natin sabihin na kaya siguro lumakas yung loob niya ay dahil na in love siya kay Hazel. Kung gano'n ang boyfriend ko tapos meron ako malubhang sakit, syempre talaga namang gagaan yung loob ko. And he would really make all the pain I'm feeling go away. Kasi may naidudulot na positibo talaga sa katawan natin yung pag-ibig eh. Kapag yung nasa tamang tao tayo, di ba? Yung sinasabi nila. So for that, my favorite quote is, "Some infinities are bigger than other infinities." So even though Hazel and Augustus had very limited time, dahil nga sa sakit nila, their story shows us that some moments, some loves, can be bigger than we ever imagine. Their infinity isn't about how long life lasts, but about the impact and memories they leave behind. So, syempre, ang word of the day natin ay infinity. Ito po ay derivative po ng salitang infinite or limitless or endless in space, extent or size, impossible to measure or calculate. So, nagustuhan ko sa librong ito as someone who would sometimes take my health for granted. This book made me realize how fragile life can be. Diba? As someone who doesn't have cancer, minsan-minsan na papabayaan mo na yung sarili mo. Diba? Feeling mo kasi invincible ka eh. Hindi mo nare-realize na ang daming ibang tao dyan na hindi na nila kaya yung sakit na nararamdaman nila sa katawan nila kasi meron sila malubhang sakit. And they would give everything just to have kung anong lakas ng katawan na meron ka. So let's not take our health for granted. Also, minsan naman, kung hindi mo pinapabayaan yung sarili mo, minsan naman konting sakit lang na nararamdaman mo, nagrereklamo ka na. But really, who are we to complain? Diba? Buti nga wala tayong sakit na cancer. Diba, yung dalawang bida dito sa storyang to, kahit napabigay na yung katawan nila, lumalaban pa rin sila. They still try to make the most out of everything. Kasi nga naman kung terminally ill ka na at tanggap mo naman na papunta ka ng finish line, mas maganda nga naman na sulitin mo na ang bawat sandaling natitira sa buhay mo, di ba? Other than that, yung humor in the midst of pain. Despite dealing with cancer, the characters are funny, sarcastic, and full of personality. This balance of humor and sadness really resonated with the readers. So bilang isang Pilipino, di ba, napaka-relatable nito para sa atin. Kasi kahit na sobrang bigat na ng pinagdadaanan natin, we should try to find humor in everything. Yun kasi yung nakikita nating way to survive talaga eh. What I didn't like about the book ay syempre yung napakalungkot na ending niya. Talagang sadness overload siya. It really made me cry until the last page. So, I'm not exaggerating. Talagang you really need to prepare your tissue. So, yung huli is yung kanyang predictable plot. Some readers felt the story followed a familiar sick teen falls in love formula, making it a bit expected. So for the conclusion, I would rate the book 4.5 stars. For it tells a beautiful story about love, friendship, and hope. Cancer is very difficult to deal with, not just for the person who has it. Doon sa mga tao na kapaligid sa'yo, syempre mahirap din yon kasi they're also pretty much going through the same, not necessarily same feelings or same emotions as you are, pero syempre mabigat din yung pinagdadaanan nila kasi ayaw din nila nakikita ka nagsasuffer. Lalo na kung terminally ill, syempre yung magulang mo, in denial pa yan. Hindi nila agad-agad matatanggap yan na mauunahan pa sila ng anak nila na may cancer na mamatay. Diba? So, napakabigat niyan. However, if you spend the rest of your days with the person you love and with the people who loves you, Even your last days will be worth all the pain you're feeling. So the book retails for 839 pesos at sa ganung halaga, meron ka ng magkahalong romance at comedy novel. Although nakakaiyak, tiyak naman na masasatisfy niya ang pagiging hopeless romantic mo. So for the final thoughts, ang sarap pala magbasa dahil ang mga kwento ang nagsisilbing paalala na hindi dapat mawalan ng pag-asa. Ang sarap pala magbasa dahil ipinapaalala nito sa atin na hindi dapat sayangin ang bawat sandali ng ating buhay. Ang sarap pala magbasa dahil itinuturo nito sa atin na ang init ng pag-ibig ay kayang maibsan ang kahit anong sakit na nararamdaman. Kaya kung babalik tayo sa tanong natin sa intro, ang sagot ko syempre ay oo. Minsan lang naman dumating ang true love sa buhay natin eh. So why would I miss the chance to experience it? Lalo na kung malapit na ako sa finish line, isa yan sa pinakamagandang alaala na iiwan ko at dadalhin ko hanggang sa kamatayan. And that concludes today's episode. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end. Again, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss out on my latest book review. And if you happen to know friends or even family members who love to read books, invite them to my show as well. If you prefer to listen on Spotify, just search for my show Ang Sarap Pala Magbasa, hit the follow button, and join me in building a community of bookworms. Once again, this is Ang Sarap Pala Magbasa with your host, Tessa Saavedra. Wherever on the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for listening.